Alright, boys. This is now going to be the start of Gold 2. We're getting close to Platinum. We're getting close. I think Platinum is the first league. A lot of people were like, I'm Platinum. These Bronze games don't apply to me. But here's the thing. Just because I was playing in Bronze, it actually still applies to you. That's the crazy thing. Everything I'm doing applies to everyone. It applies to you in Diamond as well. My Bronze videos still apply to you in Diamond. Because I could get Diamond playing like that. Or even Master League, possibly. Oh, shit. I split my drones. My bad. Didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. That doesn't come till Master League. Diamond, Gold, Silver, Plat. None of you guys are supposed to split your workers. Don't even worry about it. It's not even a thing you gotta worry about. Master League is when that actually becomes a thing. I would say, personally. Alright, boys. Welcome back. It's game time, boys. Not the streamer, but the time of day. It's game time. Alright, so here's what we're doing. Against Zerg. Alright? We're gonna go 16 hatch. Okay? ZVZ. Practice like your GM? Fuck that. You should actually get good at one thing before trying to do the other. When you were taught math, did you learn addition, subtraction first? Something basic? Or did they go right away when you started fucking math? They're like, let's start this motherfucking calculus. Let's just put him in some fucking some tangents. Let's put him in some fractions. Let's put him in some long division. Let's get him going. He needs to learn it all. No, they started doing something fucking simple. That's how you learn. That's how you develop a foundation and build on it. You gotta keep it fucking one thing at a time. That's how people learn. Alright, so we're making drones. Gas it at 50% on pool. We're gonna make an overlord now. Put it right there. Re-rally my hatcheries, make 2 queens, make drones. Now in ZVZ, until you get to like, you know, higher league, just do this every time. If you're unsure, just do it every time. Start a spine. And we'll see if this, I'm still making drones, boys. This guy is expanding, but it's later than mine, which means that there's going to be some form of aggression coming out. Not a ton, but a little bit. Could be like a little speedling timing. We're making overlords, we're making drones. Now with my layer, or my hatch rate, my natural, we start another queen. Hatch rate the main, we start a layer. Now let's go ahead and keep making drones, and now we're going to start a roach warren. Oh, wait, hold back to the spine crawler. That's why you made it. Move the spine crawler forward. Let's make an Evo chamber. And let's make a... Oh, wait, cancel the spine. Move it back a little bit. Let's make a second Evo chamber. Put the queen in the doorway. Inject, make drones.
We require more minerals.
Okay.
We require
So you should have been making drones that whole time you were doing that too. You just want to get the walls kind of a priority here in ZVZ. That's it. Now we're at 40 gas. We're going to go double gas, or 40 supply. We're going to go double gas at my natural, and we're going to start range weapons on my one of my first evo that's done. Overlords and drones, boys. Don't stop. We're done with our lair. Let's go and start roach speed as soon as we can. Making drones. Set up my gases. Over the roach speed. And my drone count is now going to be done. We're at 47 supply with 3 queens. That's going to be max supply for 2 saturated bases with 3 gas. Now all we're doing is we're making drones and overlords. That's it. Your APM is too high. Stop clicking so many things. I'm not clicking anything. I'm literally staring at my screen. Okay, look, he's all winning me. Let's go ahead and do this then. Build another Evo behind my queen. Let's stop another Evo over here. Look guys, I just got all in. Let's actually go ahead and cancel these Evos. And let's start putting our roaches out front a little bit of my base. And we're gonna keep making roaches. Now the short one might die. It's possible. If it did die, I would still have had these roaches I have now because I made them before it would have been killed. But if it died, I would have remade a new one. Keep making roaches. The key to not dying is just to make units, boys. Just make fucking units the whole time. Don't get distracted. Did I go, oh shit, micro everything, pull drones. No, I just fucking made roaches. I made roaches. I'm still making roaches. Now look. We have +1 done. Roach speed's done. Now, as soon as these next roaches I just made spawn, we're going to move out. I'm going to make one more drone right now because I just pulled the drone off the mineral line. And we're going to make a hatchery right there. Now we're going to fucking rally point here to the front of my base with new roaches. Select all army, make a control group, and we're going to A-move there. And we're done. Now let's re-rally our hatchery to the third base. Eject. Eject. Let's make another queen. Let's make one more round of roaches. Like 8. Just because this guy went for an all-in, so there might be a chance that this guy wants to flood me, like do some weird counterattack. Some weird shit, you never know. He might do it. We're just kind of making overlords and sending them to locations on the map that are not my main base. We're just setting them around. And now we're going to start making drones. We have a little bit of roaches to cover my ass. Now with our evos, let's go weapons. And let's actually start a carapace, boys. 1 here. Level 2 weapon, level 1 carapace. We're making drones. We're injecting. We just won the game. See? You don't gotta micro anything. Don't distract yourself with the micro, boys. Look at this shit. Before I attack, this is what it looks like when we attack. I didn't look at my attack at all. I just let it go. Because this guy all-in and I macroed. Look at the worker count. This is what it's looked like. It's probably been even worse than this for me being ahead of him for a while. Because you can't do a Ling Bane all-in like that and have a good economy. The reason why that was scary is because I had made drones already. But it really wasn't that scary because in order for him to break down my wall, he has to blow up a lot of Banes. And what did he kill? He killed 1 queen. He almost killed a Roach Warren in an Evo chamber. I could just rebuild the Roach Warren. But even if he broke me, he still then has to deal with a Spine Crawler, a queen, and I had like 7 roaches once my building would have died. And these roaches would have been close to +1 as well. Like they wouldn't have had it exactly then, but I would have then just restarted a Roach Warren, like let's say back here, and we would have called it a day. But he never actually killed the Roach Warren. He just ran away because he ran out of units. And he probably could have killed it because he had enough lings, but he would have lost more of them. He wanted to just, I guess he just wanted to like retain what he had. And he's like, oh, my banelings are gone. Let's just run away. But look what his defense result is as an effect of that. Basically nothing. Because he knows that he wants to make drones. And he wants to try and catch up. He's trying to catch up after they all-in failed. But you can't. Because you've already solidified that you're going to die. Realistically, look at this shit. Okay, let's go back to when he actually busted my wall. Right here. Let's look at the worker count now. 21 to 41. Look at the supply. I'm already like nothing's happened yet. He's lost 2 Zerglings. Okay, so that's what's happened. He lost 2 scouting Zerglings. But other than that, nothing's really happened, and I'm already ahead by almost 10 supply. And now he backs off. Do you guys really think that 2 Banes would have still had to have blown up here? Because if he blows these buildings up, it spawns 8 broodlings, which would probably also either set off or give me time to kill more of his shit to get rid of the other Baneling. That's 16 broodlings, boys. 16 broodlings, if they fight 12 Zerglings, 16 broodlings will kill most of the Zerglings. They will actually kill all of the Zerglings if there is a queen and a spine helping. Not to mention, we also already have 2 roaches that would have been here. A 3rd roach is on the way, and we already had 4 roaches in production. So we would have had 7 roaches out, even though my roach arm would have died, and I would not have lost the game, even if this wall breaks. Because this physically is not going to overpower 7 roaches. This will not overpower 16 broodlings, 7 roaches, a queen, and a spine. I'm sorry, but that just won't happen. That's not reality. Okay? And look what's being rallied. Nothing. There's nothing coming across the map right now. I would have had a lot of time to have rebuilt the roach horn and been 100% fine. So, yeah. We were in a great spot. Even if this building died, we were in a very winnable location here. Very, very winnable position is what I meant to say. Position. Kaboom. Labow. Shebang. Kaboom, baby. So we're going to gold 1, boys. Playing. And what was in my APM that game? I had 138 actually. Alright, we spent a little fast. Am I playing EU? I am playing on EU right now. I am. Shouldn't he be rallying Lings at least? We're in fucking Gold League, dude. You know what he's doing? He's not macroing anything because he's trying to micro an engagement and kill me. This is not GM. I'm playing like I'm in Gold League as well. I'm doing about as the equivalent of what a Gold League player should do. If you do the right thing at the right time. You know, like prioritizing your whatever I'm trying to say. Priorities. There you go. You're having priorities and you're doing them correctly. You're not doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. You know what a wrong priority is? Anyone below diamond is microing. Don't fucking micro shit. You don't micro below Diamond League. And if you do, it usually makes you really slow and bad. Generally speaking, that's what happens. Yo, Billy, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. Billy, thank you for the sub, dude. Yo, ESZ, thank you, bro. Welcome. If you want, Mr. Zet, you could. It is September. You could renew that sub for $1 and have another sub, another month of sub on top of that, if you choose to. It's up to you, man. It's only 2 days left in September. And I'm saying it correctly. It is Sub-tember, boys. Subscriber-tember. We never get Protoss. I know. Hopefully we get some Protoss going on in here. Sorry, guys. I kind of agree with you. We don't really get Protoss that much. We've been getting a lot of Terran and Zerg. Alright, so we're still making SCVs the whole time. Blah 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 blue blah 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 blah. Let's make a marine. Send my SV down to my natural. We'll make an orbital command as soon as this SV's out. Orbital command immediately started. It's always a priority. Your command center production is always priority.
Not enough.
There we go. This is another command center. Now let's bring an SCV down here. Let's actually prioritize the bunker this time because last time I didn't do it. It kind of bit me in the ass with the depths. Let's build a bunker like right here, so it's in range to cover my ramp and also in range to cover my command center.
Command center upgrade complete.
Make another depot, and then we'll make a gas. Or sorry, we'll make a factory as soon as I do this. Another SCV, and then we'll make a factory. Now we'll also send an SCV out to scout his base right now.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, we'll make a depot here. Put 2 Marines in the bunker. SCVs never stop. Let's make a second gas now. Let's go see what we scout. We're just going to mine his mineral line and call it a day. We're going to scout the natural too. Make sure you scout the natural. Okay, we know he's expanded, so now we know we're not being harassed by anything aggressively crazy. He went Nexus first as well. He has double gas too, but he went Nexus first because this core is late as shit. So I didn't really micro my SCV. I didn't give a shit. I just looked at what I saw. And what I saw was something really greedy. I saw a Protoss player who went for a Nexus first because that core is super late. That's all that means. That core should have easily been done already if he went Gateway first. By the time I scouted that. So now we'll make another reactor. Priority is once again SCVs. We have one in each, and now we're gonna make some units out of my factories. Let's make another depot.
Not enough minerals.
We're fully saturated on the main. Rally to the natural. Rally to the natural, boys. We're almost done with the second factory. SCVs, don't ever stop. Don't ever stop, boys. Don't ever stop. If you were to have scouted all in, would you have transitioned to making Marines? No. I wouldn't have. I would have literally done nothing different. It would have just been peace of mind. Don't ever fucking make Marines in low league, ever. About the only thing I might have done is I might have prioritized a second SCV to come here and build depots a little faster, if I really thought I needed to.
Not enough energy.
Alright, so now we're almost fully saturated on the natural. We're going to go ahead and get ready to go into a third command center. We have full production on the factories. We have full production on the command centers. We're good. Let's make a third CC. Let's go ahead and start another couple of SCVs, and we'll start a depot right after. Now we're going to start a weapon upgrade on my armory. And now that we're fully saturated on the natural, we're going to start double gas. Now we're going to unload these depots, or lower the depots is what I meant to say. We're going to grab our units we already have, wait for the last couple units to spawn.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, there we go. That's super good. Let's go. Make some Hellbats out of them. Let's A-move right here, right in front of his base. And we'll forget about it for now. Now let's start some more depots. Let's also start an engineering bay right now, just in case this guy wants to go into like air, hypothetically. Now let's saturate my gases over here with the SCVs. And now let's start a third factory. Because, you know, my third command center is almost done. So I'm going to get more money. Now let's take a look really quick with our army. Let's move this down here, make an orbital. Now let's take a look at our army. What are we going to see? Let's just poke it and look and see if it looks good or bad. Alright, he's got cannons. Does he have anything besides cannons? If no, then he's dead. But at the same time, we're making SCVs, and we're making units out of my factories. We're not just staring at this. If he has no units, we're just going to kill him. We're just looking at it. We're not really microing it. We're just watching it to make sure if it's going to be really bad or really good. Okay, now we'll micro that a little bit because we kind of have to. We'll just target fire the Void Ray. No micro otherwise required here. Alright, we're just going to let this army just do its thing. But now we know what he's doing. He's going Void Rays. So let's go ahead and do this. We know what he's doing. Keep making SCVs, boys. And let's take our third. And now that he's going Void Rays, let's prioritize some more Thor. Let's actually add in a couple more factory because now our third's being saturated. We're going to rotate SCVs over. Boom. And let's drop some mules at it. Fix my main. There we go. Fully saturated. Let's make some turrets at my third base. And maybe like a turret right there. Keep making SCVs. Number one priority. Okay, now let's make a Thor. Let's make some Hellions. We'll start another weapon upgrade. Because we're just looking at our base, boys. That's all I care about. That's all I care about, man. Now let's go ahead and start another command center. Because we're fully saturated on the third now. Let's go ahead and start our gases. Now, oh, there he is. Go ahead and target fire these Void Rays with some of our Cyclones. We can pull back a little bit to our bunker. Let's just A-move our Hellions across the map. Why not? Fuck it. Put the Thor in high impact payload mode. That's how you want to fight against heavy air units that are armored. I'll tell you what, we'll right click right here with our Hellions and then forget about it. We're not even looking at it again. Let's fix our economy. Let's start another command center because we can afford it. We'll just take one over there or whatever. Supply depots. We're actually starting to get a little bit supply blocked. Let's fix that. And we'll grab all these SCVs and we'll shift click down to here because this will be my next base in a second. Keep making SCVs. We're at 65. We're not done yet. We still need a few more. Look what happened. Holy shit. Let's just attack his Nexus. Why not? Cool. Forget about it. Now make a turret. Now that we're taking another base, let's go ahead and start a couple more factories. There you go. Boom. The reason why we're winning this game is because we're never letting our macro go down, and we're just overpowering this guy with sheer amounts of shit. Now make sure all these swords are on high impact payload, and make sure all these Hellbats are Hellbats. Or Hellions are Hellbats is what I meant to say. Let's go ahead and start a second armory. And now let's go ahead and start gases over here. Let's make this a planetary. Maybe add some more turrets to it. Just to make our lives a little easier, we'll add some more turrets to this base. SCV count 71. Let's make 3 more. We're done. Call it a day. 71 to 70, or 70 to 75. Somewhere in there is always good. Look, he's attacking me.
Upgrade.
Cool. I didn't even do anything there. I just let my Thors kill shit. Let's drop some more mules here. He wants to attack this base. Let's go attack it with our units as well. Forget about it. Well, that'll do its thing. Start our upgrades. We got weapons level 3. And these 2 SCVs need to be moved over here. Let's fix that. Fix this as well. We need some gas over there. What's going on over here? Okay, we got 2 SCVs extra over here. Let's build 2 turrets. And then shift click them over there. That's good. In my main base, let's get some armor going. Oh, look at our supply. We should just, let's just make it easy. Our lives easy. Let's just max out here. Boom, 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 boom. There's like a 50 depot required as well. Boom. Let's even start another command center just for an orbital later. And we shift click them all. All these SCVs have been shift clicked back to the mineral line. Now let's grab my army. All Thors are in high impact payload. All Hellions are in Hellbat mode. Let's A move right there and group them all up. And then now it's in group 1, so or 2. So every time I want to select them, it'll just be like 1 to do it. Now, let's drop a bunch of mules. Fuck it. I got lots of extra mules to go. Let's do it. And now we're starting to get some money here. Let's make these tech labs. I could probably make a couple more factories. Let's go ahead and do it in here. Let's get rid of this barracks. Let's go factory, factory, shift right click. All right, let's take a look at my army really fast. Let's go down here first. Make sure he's not expanding more than he should be. Let's attack this base. All right, we'll go back to my base while it's walking down. Making sure I'm macroing everything. All right, boom, boom, boom. We're basically maxed. Oh, look, we found a base. Cool. Hey, move it. All right, now we'll go ahead and make one last SCV just to finish off my supply because I'm actually at 199. There we go. Cool. We just killed a base. Let's go ahead and scan this. Let's attack it. Fucking sweet. All I got to do is make sure this guy does not have economy anywhere even near mine. That's it. That's all I got to do. Let's go ahead and make another SCV. Build another command center. Let's build a like command center over here. Let's build another command center right there. Let's build another command center right there. And let's build another command center right there. Why not? Right? Why not? All right, this guy wants to attack me. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to select all my units. We're not going to get really difficult with this. Make sure all my Thors are in high impact payload. Make sure all my Hellions are in Hellbat mode. We're just going to A-move it. I'm just going to A-move it. A-move his army. Okay? Now I'm going to go back to my base here and go like this. Thor, Thor, Thor. Supply is still full. Upgrades. Start an upgrade. This upgrade's almost done. Cool beans. Now this guy wants to go to my main base. Or, no, oh, he's right there. Alright, we'll go to my main base. Let's go ahead and, what's going to probably happen is he's going to send these back to my third base, so let's do this. We'll green box some Thors, and we'll just right-click right there, okay? We'll right-click them right there. Make sure we're making Thors. Thor. We're still maxed. Drop some mules. We can make some gases down here. Hey, look, he did exactly what we thought he would do. Make sure we're all in high impact payload again. I just grabbed them all. These Thors, go attack right there. Alright, now as soon as he leaves my base, we can lift this command center off and float it right there. Plug it. Let's just A-move his base now. A-move right there. Now, this guy likes to go carrier, so let's do this. Look at our money. Look how much we have. Let's go like this. Let's be like... Yeah. All these turrets, we'll just shift right-click and mineral line.
Mineral field completed. I'm going. Mineral field completed.
Right-click and mineral line. Right-click and mineral line. Right-click and mineral line. This guy's stuck. Oh no, he found my other base. Uh-oh. Let's make all these orbital commands.
Not enough minerals.
Right-click, mineral line. Let's make one more command center right here.
Base is under not enough minerals.
And then you're like, ViBE,
Not
dude,
enough minerals.
you just spent a lot of
Not
money.
enough
And I'm like, I know I did. It's okay.
Not enough
Because we can do shit like this.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough.
Or we can just drop
Mineral
fucking
field.
mass mules. Well, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's make another command center right here.
Not enough minerals.
Let's go check about back what's happening with my army. Alright, cool. It's still just killing him. Now let's grab our SCVs because he's attacking here. Let's just send him down here. Fuck it. Let's go like this. Turret, 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 turret. This guy seems like he wants to base trade with the carriers. But guess what? Our turrets are actually going to kill interceptors, and he's probably going to run out of money to keep replacing them. Meanwhile, his base is actually just dead. Now let's keep making Thors back at home. Okay, his whole base is dead. There's a pylon right there. And that's it. That's his last building because he's being revealed, and that's all he's got. Now I can grab all my orbitals once again and go like this. You know what? I want to make some money. So that guy was like incredibly all in with how he was playing. He just went straight air. Yo, Ruscan, thank you very much for the gifted sub, or the ASOC in, or Jesus, Ruscan. Thank you for Septembering me, dude. That's what I meant to say. Thank you for Septembering me, Ruscan. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, that's it, boys. That's it. We just focused all of our attention on macro. That's all we did. We didn't look at our armies fighting. We didn't micro like crazy. I didn't do anything unrealistic. I didn't say, oh, you gotta play like fucking Maru when he plays mech. Okay? You ever seen Mario play mech on in like GSL? Do that. I didn't say that. I just said fucking macro, dude. Just let your shit A-move. That's what mech does. That's why mech is good to learn with, because it teaches you how to macro. And you don't have to worry that much about stuff. Oh my goodness, dude. Billy's gifting another sub. Oh my goodness. Yo, Kingslayer, what's up, dude? Welcome to the V-Fam. Billy not only gifted you a sub, but he gifted you a tier 2 sub. That is a high tier of sub. Billy's, that's the second tier 2 Billy's given today. Thank you so much, Billy. Fucking love you, man. Alright, we got a Terran opponent. We are going to be Protoss this time. I feel it. Sorry, all you Protoss people out there. The game just fucking hates you. I'm sorry. Alright.
Not enough minerals.
So it's a Terran versus Terran.
Not enough minerals.
We're gonna do, seriously, the same build again. We're not ever changing the build, boys. It's pretty, the build is gonna be what it is every time. So it's a supply depot. Billy with another gifted sub to Skilly. Skilly, welcome, dude. Billy, bro, thank you so much for another one. You're a boss. You're a legend in the V-Fam. Alright, now we're gonna start a gas right now. Let's take this SCV that's building a barracks, hold shift, go to your opponent's base, and right-click a mineral patch, okay? So you don't forget about it. New tip right there, boys. New trick. Boom, there you go. What's up, Radbot? How you doing, dude? Now our gas is done. Let's saturate it with 2 more. And now this SCV is going to be our last SCV because it's finishing around the same time our barracks is finishing. So let's go ahead and rally our command center to our natural really fast. And now rally it back to the mineral line. Hit B for orbital command. Make a marine out of the barracks. Rally the barracks down to here. It's all good. Now the SCV that's down here is chilling. Fight this SCV. Do a man fight. Yeah, I'm a man. Build a command center. If he comes back, the marine will kill it. Now let's make a factory.
Insufficient rescue gas.
Make a SCV.
Center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
And now let's make a depot.
Not enough minerals.
Now let's lift our barracks up. Put it 2 squares back. Make a reactor. Don't ever stop making SCVs. Okay, well he's walled me out, so what we see is expanding. So now we know what he's doing at least. We know he's taking a natural, so he's not rushing tech really fast. Now we're going to go forward in front of our base with an SCV. While meanwhile, we're still making SCVs the whole time. We're going to take a second gas. We're going to take a bunker. And we're making SCVs. It's as simple as that. Let's go ahead and start another depot. Lift off. Lift off. Let's go ahead and make 2 Hellions. And with another SCV, let's make another factory and also saturate this with 2 more. Factory. And another reactor. Now over here, we're going to make an orbital command. Let's drop a mule. We're going to make an orbital command.
Not enough.
And we're going to make another SCV. Now we're 1 more SCV and we're fully saturated on this base. Now he just scanned me because he's unsure as to what I'm doing. We, however, have not scanned him because we dropped a mule. So we actually are now winning the money battle a little bit. We can afford more than he can right away. That first mule is really important. Now we're going to drop a second mule. Keep making SCVs, boys. Let's make another depot. And now we're going to rotate these. Now we're going to make an armory.
Not enough minerals.
We're going to be making cyclones and hellions every time we can. Make a cyclone if you have 100 gas. Don't ever stop making SCVs though. SCVs are a priority here. And then if you don't have 100 gas in the bank ready to go, make a hellion.
Not enough minerals.
Now we're going to make another depot. Make SCVs. Try to never stop making SCVs, boys. It's important. It's very important. Let's make another depot. And let's make another depot down here, just in case he drops the side of my base. Now let's start an upgrade, a weapon upgrade. Here. Boom. He scanned me again. We're definitely winning the money war now. Let's go ahead and make a engineering bay. Cyclones and Hellions, boys.
Not enough minerals.
And you might be like, ViBE, you didn't scout it all though. How do you know what he's doing? I don't give a shit what he's doing. I know he expanded, so he's not all-inning me. That's as simple as that. He made a command center, which means he's not building mass all-in. So even if he did attack me, this would defend it. Let's make two refineries because we're, what's it called? We're saturated on that base now. Let's go ahead and start a 3rd command center. And when this next unit pops out, right here, these 2 units, let's go ahead and attack him then. Right now. Alright, there's a marine right there. Okay, we'll make another SCV go over there because that one's going to die. You go over there. Attack the marine. Make hellbats. Now let's move outside of his base. Right there. Forget about it for now. Fix my base some more. Make sure my gases are saturated. Make sure those are saturated. Let's take, just in case we haven't scouted, let's be safe about it. Let's build 1 turret now in each mineral line. Just in case. Let's build some more depots. And keep my production rolling. And I actually forgot to build the 3rd command center, but we will do that in just a second. Now let's go ahead and scan him 1 time in his front of his base. There's nothing here. Oh, that's actually bio right there. All right, let's attack the bio. Make sure the hellbats go first, and then we'll go. A move. Forget about it. Let's go back to here now. Make SCVs. Make units. Let's make another factory now that we, what's it called? That we,
Mineral field depleted.
oh, how's it going over here? Oh, we won. Okay, let's attack this now. Keep making SCVs. We started in a third base, so now we need a third factory. Start some more depots. Keep making units. Let's drop a couple more mules. I can use it. Start another upgrade.
Add-on complete.
This base is almost done. Let's rally all our bases over here. Let's just build a turret there as well once this command center is done. I held shift to build the turret and held shift again and right click the mineral line. So this SCV will build the command center, then the turret, then mine minerals. Meanwhile, we're still making SCVs, boys. Let's send 6 SCVs over here. That's oversaturated over to here. So now we're at 14 out of 14, 16 out of 16, and this one's being saturated already. Now over here, let's rotate this onto that. Keep making units. Let's make a second armory, and let's start another factory. Let's go ahead and start making some Thors. Fuck it. Let's make a Thor.
Not enough minerals.
Now this one's done. Let's go ahead and make an orbital command at it. We've already got 14 out of 16 SCVs on this base. Let's go ahead and start another base. Start another base, boys.
Not enough
SCVs are still running. They're still being pumped non-stop.
mineral field depleted.
This barracks, all it's doing is making add-ons for all my buildings the whole time. Start an upgrade for Blue Flame.
Command center upgrade complete.
There we go. Now this base is fully saturated. Let's start gases. SCV count right now is 66. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and start another command center in my main base. Why not? Start an armor upgrade. Let's go ahead and start 2 more factories.
Complete.
Rotate this. Rotate this. Alright, now we have a big army. Big-ish. Let's go ahead and scan it, the front of his base and his natural. Let's see what he's got.
Our SCV is under.
Okay, he's attacking me with 2 liberators. Let's grab our Thor and go over here.
Our SCVs under.
Not even moving my SCVs. I don't give a fuck. Normally you would want to move your SCVs. But for now, I don't give a fuck, okay? We'll just let it be. I'll just let him kill all of them. I'll show you the power of macro here. This is a macro
Our
example.
SCVs are under attack.
Now we're going to rally all our command centers over to here. Except for this one, we'll re-rally that to there.
Add.
You go there, you go there. Let's drop some mules here. Let's make this a planetary now.
Sufficient Vespene gas.
Let's resaturate our gases in our main. Let's start another command center. Let's start like right there.
Add-on complete.
Now let's start another weapon upgrade.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient.
And my SCV count right now is 65. We're almost fully saturated again. Let's go ahead and start some gases here. We're almost fully saturated on this space. And now we're gonna go ahead and move out. We're getting pretty high on supply here.
Not enough mineral. Command center
So we're gonna make all our Hellions and Hellbats. Scan him one more time in front of his base. There he is. He looks like he has a base here. Okay, we saw SCVs going up. Let's attack our army right here, and we'll get ready to attack this. So here we go first. Right where we want to attack just before. SCV count right now is 69. Let's make 5 more. Now we're at 74. We're done. Let's go ahead and saturate my gases. Saturate my gases. Let's make some more factories, because now we're going to start ramping up pretty quickly here. And with some more units as well. Oh, we need depots as well. Depot, depot, depot. Factory.
Mineral
Let's make one more factory.
depleted.
Factory. Now let's grab a couple of SCVs and send them down to somewhere else. Hey, look, there's a unit there. Hey, look, there he is again. Let's grab our army, and let's A-move this. And now let's grab some new Thors.
Our SCVs are under
Well, let's pull SCVs this time. Fuck it. Because it doesn't need to happen. We just pull SCVs, pull SCVs. This Thor, high impact payload. Go down here and deal with this. See how our fight's going. Not microing it at all. Cool. We're winning. Now these SCVs over here. Can go back to mining. You Thor can go over there and deal with that. Let's start another command center in a second here. Drop some mules. Another command center. Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
How many SCVs do I got? I got 66. We need to fix it again and make some more. Let's resaturate this. Cool. This is the first player I've played against that's trying to multitask, and he's actually not shitty at macro. Let's see if we go there. Make a command center.
Not enough minerals.
Alright. So let's look at our upgrades, look at our base. We can start another upgrade. This one's almost done. Let's get some range for our turrets. And this guy likes Liberators, so let's do this. Let's make 2 turrets around every command center. One in the front, one in the back. It'll make it harder for him to set it up. Okay. My SCV count is 67. Let's make like 5 more. Call it a day.
Upgrade. Not enough minerals.
Alright, now let's grab my whole army. Let's make my Thors go on high impact payload. And let's go ahead and move out again. Let's do the same thing, same place we just attacked a second ago. We'll go right here. Oh, there he is. Let's go and pull my army back a little bit to my Thors. Make some Hellbats. This guy's going mass marauders. A little build. It's interesting. It's a very interesting guy. We'll just keep doing it. Don't stop, boys. Don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Turret. Turret. Keep repeating this whole process we've done the whole game so far. We're just keeping it up. Keeping the macro going. Keeping it flowing, boys. Here he comes again. Now we can start another upgrade here for faster swapping of my dudes. Group up my army. We're just keeping it simple. And even though I do think tanks are better than Thors against what he's doing, I'm not going to make it difficult, and I'm going to keep the strategy really basic and keep it uniform, keep it going the same. Just make sure you always go on high impact payload with your Thors. You can just literally F2 it, high impact payload. Hellions and Thors, boys. Shop some more mules at a new base. Saturate my gas over here. There we go. Alright. Let's make another like 2 factories over here. I'm starting to get a lot of money now. Alright, we can do a couple scans. We'll wait for a little bit of scan energy here, just to see what's going on. Let's take another base, though. Let's start a gold base. Let's go and scan over here. Does he have this base? He does have this base. Does he have this base down here? He does. This guy's taken a lot of bases really fast. He's actually taking the gold. Let's go ahead and attack the gold base now. Alright. Now let's go attack this base. Grab your army. Let's go. I feel like this guy is above gold. Just throwing that out there. Alright, now we're making units still. We have a maxed army. Scan the front of his base, see what he's got going on. His army's moving out. Is it right there? There he is. Alright. Try and get our army together and go attack that. Make all my Hellions and Hellbats. Hey, move his army. Macro at the same time. Not microing anything. Just macroing the whole time.
Mineral field.
So all my factories are fully operational. They're running hard here. Scan here. Does he have a base here? Negative. All right, let's go ahead and kill these rocks. Let's just regroup our shit. Let's regroup our army.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's go ahead and also maybe make another couple factories. Now let's take a quick look at our bases and see if we're oversaturated on any mineral lines. These SCVs aren't working at all. This base is oversaturated at my natural. Grab them. Okay, cool. Now I'll send them down here to refresh base. Let's once again retry to take this base. This base is looking good. All my bases are looking good now. We're looking good.
Not enough minerals.
Let's drop some mules.
Not enough minerals.
Let's go ahead and go high impact payload on my Thors. You don't really want to use the opposite against other Terrans.
Mineral field depleted.
Alright, cool. Now let's scan here once. There's his army. Let's drag him up here.
Rescuing Gaza.
Oh look, we found another gold base. What's over here? Okay, here comes his army. Let's regroup. Don't get myself fucked here. Pay attention to where his army is. Let's go ahead and make some Hellbats and just move it again. Now, at the same time, I'm making units already. I'm not even microing. I'm just making units as they die. I'm making units, boys. I'm not microing any of this. My whole selection now is on the factory control group down here. That's all it is.
Mineral field depleted.
Look, I just won the fight. Now let's re-attack his base. Now this guy likes the Liberators a lot, so let's do this. Let's add just a couple more turrets in between my bases. Holding shift the whole time here while I click turrets, just like in a periodic line around my base. Then we can shift click the mineral line, and we're done. Now this base, make a planetary at it, rally all my command centers there. What's my SV count look like? 70? We're still good. We're still good. Now I'm gonna make Thors. I'm still making Thors. Every time shit dies, I'm on my production, watching shit die and just replacing it over and over. Let's go ahead and now just drop some mules here. And we keep it going, boys. Just stay maxed the whole time. Now, if we look at units, like this guy's not gold. I'm just going to throw that out there, okay? First of all, look at his name. And then second of all, no gold player plays like this. It doesn't really exist. You're not going to... If you play against someone like this, you're playing against someone smurfing. My guess is this guy's probably like diamond. No gold player plays like this. What's his fucking APM as well? I'm red, by the way. He's got 127. APM is not that big of a deal here. He's actually has less than I thought he would. I thought he was going to have like literally like 200. But yeah, like this dude fucking expanded like crazy. So he did, like the only thing though that the problem here was look at the fights and look at his money. Well, if we watch the fights and watch his money, look at this shit. The Smurf lost to a Smurf. Yes. Anyone lost anything yet? Not really. Not much. Watch the money and watch the fights. This is the power of macro and no micro. The only micro I did was go, Hellbats, go in front of Thors. That's it. I'm done. Like, I didn't do anything beyond that, and I A-moved towards him. Look at the money, though. This is why macroing is important. Because look at the supply, and look at the money. Watch both these numbers up here, or you can just look up here. That's fine. Just look at this. This is the big indicator here as to why macro is so important. Yo, AK Knight, thank you very much for the sub, dude. We're focusing 100% of our attention on macro. I'm not trying to micro my ass off. I even took fights like that fight. Like, you should never take fights like this if we're talking like GM level. Also, you should never just go mass Thors against mass Marauders. If we're talking GM level, you can, or like master level, you could be like, oh, he's got a lot of this. I'm going to go tanks, which require more micro on my part because I got to like leapfrog them, siege them, unsiege them, move them around. make the game a little more complicated for yourself, but at the same time, you're going to get way better cost-efficient fights against an army like this. But if we're talking about Gold League, you don't have to do that. You can literally just make Thors, and just because you've made enough of them, even though Thors aren't the best to deal with a guy going 100% Marauder, I can still win. Because I have just enough. My supply is always going to, like, okay, his supply is actually bigger than mine. But, you know, we're just, like, pounding him over. Like, Thors can pound any fucking unit in the game, is my point here. If you just have enough of them, you can literally pound any unit in the game. You really can. So right there, obviously, we didn't have enough of them. But once we start pushing back, look at the, here, the bigger thing we should talk about again is, look at this. Look up here again, once again. Look at the top. Look at the money. The spending. You see, there's nothing stopping this guy from keeping his money down the whole time. But if we go to his perspective, I guarantee he's not even macroing the entire time while he's fighting me. Like, this is his perspective now.
Upgrade complete.
Ready for dust off.
Ready for under attack. Complete.
Okay, let's watch his perspective.
Mineral field.
I want you to look down here at the bottom. I want you to look at this, okay? Because we can see what he selects in the replay. We can see what he's actually focused on doing. And now, he just started selecting his units about 2 seconds ago, so around 1610 is when he started using his army. Let's see how long it lasts. And again, what I want you to look at. Okay, there, well, he actually macroed during the fight. Jesus, this guy is good. Fucking diamond for sure. I really didn't expect him to macro during the fight. Whatever. This guy played, I can't really give a good example of what not to do with this guy's doing, because he's actually macroing a little bit. He's not doing it as well, I think, because his money does go up above 1,000 a lot. But, when he's not maxed. But he actually played okay. He played alright. He played what I would expect to play against someone in, like, Diamond League to play like. Either way, though. That's, you know, even though we're making a bad overall, quote-unquote, army composition, we can still win the game. His upgrades. We were both close to 3-3. I was 3-3. Yeah, I don't know. He was 3-2. It doesn't really matter, though, that much. Well, it does. It does matter. We can't say it doesn't matter. But we're both using units that counter each other's units relatively well. Like, a Thor just fucking hits hard. Straight up. Thors hit really hard. And he's using Marauders that counter armored units. And they have Stim Pack. So yeah, armor is more important than it is for me than it is for him. But yeah, upgrades are important. I'll never say they're not. They're always important. I can't say they're not. All right, give me Protoss. We've done so many Terran games. I want to give the Protoss people something. We got Terran. The dice taketh and the dice giveth away, and the dice give me Terran all day. I said that weird, by the way. I said the dice taketh and the dice giveth away. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away is how you're supposed to say that. Terran! Yay! Woohoo! Alright.
Additional supply depots required.
So we're gonna make a barracks. We're playing against the Zerg this time. Make a gas. We're gonna do the same builds as last time, boys. Hellion Thor are your friends. Cyclone Hellion early on, and then Cyclones get replaced by Thors later on. That's all the build is. It's very fucking strong, and it's very easy. All right, so this is the last SCV right here. This one right here. As soon as it's done, we make an orbital command. This SCV goes and scouts his base. And we make it a natural here.
Will do.
Not enough minerals.
And to scout his base, all we did was we mined his main. It'll give me relatively the information I'm looking for. Alright.
What's going on?
So I'm going to build a second depot there. We're making an SCV. And we re-rallied our SCV to this base, whatever. So this guy's expanded. And he's taking a gas. He's mined 100. And he's just started a queen. You can tell by the hatcheries jiggling. You can tell the gas because you can click it and see the amount. We're done. I don't need to look at his base anymore. I don't care. Now let's start a factory here and a reactor. And let's start a bunker. We've still been making SCVs the whole time. Now we're going to make a second gas. Still making SCVs, boys. The Marine's fucking that Overlord up. I didn't die, whatever. Oh, fuck! Alright, well, we made 6 links. Let's make an orbital command at my natural. Run my SCV a little bit. We'll just make another factory, and we'll make 2 Hellions. I'm not pulling all my workers. I'm not stopping SCV production. I'm still continuing all of it, boys. And this kind of shit happens. This is what distracts you and makes you lose the game. If you stop making workers in situations like this. Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna repair my depot. And we have 2 Hellions that are popping out in just a second here. Still making SCVs. Now I can lower it and go down to my natural and push him away. Let's bring this SCV back. Attack him across the map. Start making depots. Drop mules. Now I can come back to my base. Look at my main. We're 17. Grab an SCV, bring it over. These SCVs can go mine. And let's rotate this factory with this barracks. And good shit. Let's make another depot. SCVs are still being made the whole time. There you go. Let's make an armory now, and let's start making some. Let's start making some cyclones as well.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots.
SCVs be made.
Not enough minerals.
Another depot.
Waiting on you. Are you ready for this? Ready.
Make SCVs.
Optics online. SCV ready.
SCVs.
Not enough.
Alright, when that's done, we'll start an upgrade. Weapon upgrade.
Not enough minerals.
We make cyclones every time we have 100 gas, and when we don't have 100 gas, we make a Hellion. That's the whole rule here. So we get to a point where we have like 4 cyclones, and then like 8 Hellions or 6 Hellions, and we do a push.
Go ahead.
Now we're fully saturated on the natural. Let's go ahead and start a 3rd command center and 2 gases. 3rd command center is starting now. And now we have a decent amount of units. Let's do a timing. I know I just saw him too. I don't give a shit. Oh wait, no, now we do. If he has roaches too, let's back up. Wall up. Make Hellbats. We're done. Just keep making units, boys. Don't stop. If he's got roaches, it's a little scarier. If it was just lings, it's fine. But if it's like ling bang or ling roach, take your time. It's okay. It means we're probably gonna get all in, and we should just chill in my base. This guy made a lot of units instead of drones. That's what this all means. Now we're gonna start a 2nd armory when we start a 3rd factory, which is right here. We're still making SCVs. Start a couple depots.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
go ahead and scan his natural just one time. Okay, he went back to his base. Let's actually go do a timing then. He just like kind of poked me, but he went back. Let's send this army right there, and we'll come back to it again in a second.
Additional
Swap these out. Let's make another factory. And now we're going to start going into Thor's. Now let's make an orbital command out of this base. Now we're going to A-move his base over here. Hellbats go first, and then everything follows. A-move it, forget about it, it's fine. Now let's start making Thors and Hellions.
upgrade. Not enough minerals.
Keep making SCVs.
Add-on. Not enough minerals.
And now we're going to get ready to take our third base. We're going to start upgrades, level 2. We're doing all this because our attention's not split between microing and macroing, it's just macroing. We're going to swap this over, take armor. And now we're going to grab 5 SCVs here. And we're going to grab a shitload of SCVs here and send them all to my third base. And now we're no longer oversaturated. Now we got a fully saturated third base. And we took it a little bit later than normal because it looked like we were getting all in. Now we can take an SCV and go take a fourth base. Meanwhile, we keep just pumping units non-stop out of my factories and stuff. What's happened over here? Our army's dead, but we did some damage in the process. We probably, you know what it really did? We probably distracted the fuck out of him and slowed his build way down. That's probably what really happened. Let's resaturate our third here properly. Start a engineering bay so that we can start making planetaries in my future bases. Start another factory. Send an SCV up here. And let's start rallying SCVs here. How many do we have? 66? Let's make a few more. Let's make another factory. Because we're starting to get to a point where we're gonna stop making SCVs and go pure units, because we're about 70 to 75 right now. 3 more SCVs. Let's make some mules go here. Start making some depots right here. Just in case this guy were to do a timing there, it will buy me some time to react to it.
Additional supply depots.
Let's make some upgrades on our Thors and shit, and our units in general. Alright, let's get an armor upgrade on our buildings in a second here. How many SCVs we got? We got 74? We're done. No more. Let's make a couple of gas. Oh, there's an army right there. Alright, let's send our shit up here and go deal with that.
Upgrade complete. Unacceptable landing zone.
Let's make another factory. Oh, we don't gotta chase him. Just come back. It's okay. Keep making units.
Upgrade complete.
Let's do upgrades as soon as I can afford it.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay. Okay, let's start another command center because we have the money to do
Command
it.
center upgrade
Where
complete.
can I put it? I don't want to put it in my main. Let's put it like right there.
Additional
He's attacking this
supply
base.
depots
Send these units down to here. Not pulling my SCVs, it's fine. I'm just gonna lose some and I'll start remaking SCVs again. I just re-rallied all my command centers down to this base, and we'll just make some more. It's fine. This is why you build the depot wall, though. It helps dealing with shit like that. We'll pull our army back here. We don't have to worry about it. Go back to my upgrades.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals.
Alright, so things are getting kind of unorganized. Let's hit select all army, make a control group, put it all right here. So reset everything. Go right there.
Nothing'll stop me. I'm going.
And now let's grab our army and let's make hellbats out of these and let's move out. Let's just attack towards his base right now. How many SCVs we got? 67? Let's make like 4 more. Let's drop some mules. Let's start another command center over here. Why not? And let's grab a couple of SCVs here and send them to a new base that is not oversaturated. Start normal command. Now let's A-move his base. Now that our shit's all grouped up. Keep making units. And let's start another upgrade
Not enough
as
minerals.
soon as I can afford it again. Our SCV count 72. It's good. Let's go ahead and start another upgrade. Re-rally all my production buildings right here. So my shit gets organized again.
It's heating up out here.
Command center.
Now we'll go ahead and...
upgrade.
Okay. Cool. There you go, boys. So here's what happened with the macro follow-up. This is what it looked like. That's what he had. Look at the supply. 75 versus 172. This is because we just focused on macro, guys. We're just like, you know what? You do your thing. I'm not going to make things crazy. All I'm going to do is make sure I always, as fast as I can, get to like 70 to 75 SCVs. And once I'm in that range, somewhere, it could be 70, it could be 75. It should usually not be above 75 because then you might actually be at a point where you're just like never stop making SCVs. And you have like 120 of them and you're like, oh shit. My army supplies are always really tiny and I always have way too much. I have like 30 SCVs out of 16 on my natural all the time. So don't go crazy like that. 70 to 75 SCVs is good. You're good enough. That's good. And then every time you make another command center, add on like another factory. Okay? Just do that. And as soon as you max out, add on like 4 more factories. It's be like easy rule of thumb. How do you check your total number of workers? You literally just mouse over the supply. You're like, see how it's up here, Zerg supply? You can't actually see this in game, by the way. You don't actually see Zerg supply in the game. All you see is your own. This is only happening like this because it's a replay now. But in the game, you'll see your supply. You put your mouse over it, and it will say the number of SCVs compared to the number of army. The breakdown of it. And you want to get to 70 to 75 workers. And you want to make sure all your bases are mining as efficient as possible with 70 to 75 workers. As soon as you start oversaturating, like this base, I should pull 2 SCVs off and send them like right here. This base is undersaturated. This base is now oversaturated. So if I rip a couple off and send them here, I'm perfectly saturated. This base, my main base, I'm a little undersaturated, but it's because I'm building depots. As soon as these guys come back, I assume it's going to be 10 out of 10 again. This base is a little undersaturated because it got hit a little bit ago by Zerglings and it fucked it up a little bit. But we're still maintaining 70 to 75. And we're just, every time we do this, and we're just getting to a point where we max out, we're just adding on more and more command centers. And what we're doing is every time we expand to a new mineral line, it's an orbital, or it's a planetary fortress. And every time I build a command center like in the middle of fucking nowhere, like this and this, it'll be orbital commands. And I will stop building command centers that are orbitals when I have about 6 or 7 orbital commands. Because it's going to be so much fucking money for mules that it's going to be insane. I'll be rich as hell all the time. And that's about it. I honestly am wondering what he did to cure his hangover. I never had a hangover. Yes! Promotion! Sorry, that one had no Protoss in it. Sorry, boys. But there it is. Gold 1. There you go, boys.